Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another brand new video. Hope you guys are all doing well. Today, of course, I'm going to give you guys an update what's happening with crypto and of course Bitcoin. You guys can just clearly see straight up, okay, Bitcoin is still holding strong at $66,000. So 2 days ago, we did in fact see Bitcoin dropping from 69K all the way back down to this level of $66,000. And you guys can clearly see ever since then, Bitcoin is in fact pretty much holding pretty strong at this level of $66,000. It is obviously consolidating at this level, price sideways movements for the past few days now, right? So we'll see what's going to happen with Bitcoin, in the next upcoming few days and of course in the next upcoming few weeks. But I think it's going to be an upside. Okay, we know the Bitcoin halving is in fact about to happen. Who exactly really knows? It could be, sell the news rumors. Okay, so we could potentially see Bitcoin once the halving event happens have a potential drop back down to the downside, because a lot of people are in fact saying that we're going to see Bitcoin dropping back down to the 60K level, even below $60,000, so back down to like the 50K level, right? So we'll see guys. Okay, and if Bitcoin does obviously drop back down to those levels, okay, I'm gonna take that as a golden opportunity to buy more, and you guys should obviously do the exact same thing, right? Every single time guys we get dips, okay, we have corrections back down to the downside, take that as a huge opportunity to accumulate more, right? Yeah, Bitcoin today guys not really moving as much. The crypto market today is not really moving at all as well for the past 24 hours. We are in fact seeing some altcoins moving actually, right? But nothing too big, right? Nothing too massive today, okay, but we are in fact seeing some green movements today for some altcoins, but majority of altcoins today are in fact still in the reds. So you guys can clearly see the global crypto market cap just below 2.5 trillion, now at 2.49 trillion, and overall the market today is up 0.68%. So not much movement today guys, okay, at all. So yeah, you guys can just clearly see for the past 24 hours we're not really seeing a massive movement. Protocol today though is up over 6%. Ethereum Classic, okay, over 2%. So some altcoins are in fact moving, but you guys can just clearly see for the past 24 hours, majority of altcoins are still in the reds. Okay, so not much movements today for the crypto market. But yeah, let's talk more about Bitcoin. Okay, the more bullish news here. Okay, Bitcoin ETF saw a record volume of 111 billion in March. Okay, so that is massive. Okay, that's triple the inflows from February. Okay, so March, okay, a lot of things were going on for Bitcoin ETFs. You guys can just clearly see how much volume was going in for March. Okay, over 10 billion guys. Okay, and we know guys, okay, that institutions like BlackRock and Fidelity, okay, they are in fact buying a whole bunch of Bitcoin pretty much every single day, and now they have a combined over 400,000 Bitcoins. Okay, 402,697 Bitcoins worth a whopping $26.7 billion for their spot Bitcoin ETFs. So we know guys, BlackRock, they want to take your Bitcoins, and this is why I keep telling guys, okay, if you guys are in fact accumulating into Bitcoin, do not sell your Bitcoins to these guys, the big buyers like BlackRock, right, and Fidelity, and of course people like, Michael Saylor, right? They are buying a whole bunch of Bitcoin, guys. Okay, so accumulate Bitcoins, accumulate your Bitcoins, and hold them for long term. Hold them for your future self and for your family, right? Because I've been telling guys many times, one Bitcoin will be worth millions, not just 1 million, millions of dollars in the future. Understand, guys, Bitcoin is in fact a digital asset that's going to be worth millions of dollars one day, millions. Okay, so hold your Bitcoins, guys. Do not sell your Bitcoins to the big buyers. Okay, like these guys right here, right? But yeah, let's get into the Bitcoin chart, starting off with this one. Okay, this is obviously, very bullish for Bitcoin. Okay, it says here Bitcoin is about to touch the parabolic curve line. Once Bitcoin touches it, we expect a spike from there. Next stop is $200,000. So I've been telling guys many times, 200K is coming. And I really do believe, in the next upcoming bull market, right, bull run, we're going to see Bitcoin at least reach $200,000 and surpass $200,000. I think it's gonna even go higher than $200,000. But no one exactly knows where the top is going to be for Bitcoin. That's the thing, guys, right? So understand, okay, Bitcoin will eventually reach these price targets of 100K to 150 to 200K to even over 200K, and even 300K. I think that is very, very possible as well. Bitcoin will reach, one of these price targets, okay, in the next upcoming bull market, okay, especially next year in 2025. Get ready, guys, because we haven't seen anything yet. We are literally right at the beginning of a bull market. We are literally like at the beginning of it, right? We haven't seen anything yet, guys. It's going to get even crazier. Trust me on that, right? Soon enough, we're going to see Bitcoin reach 100K, okay, towards the end of this year in 2024. 100%. Mark my words on that, right? But yeah, also, this is a great Bitcoin chart from Max here saying that Bitcoin nicely holding above previous all-time highs. Looks like price is confirming it as support, right? And this is obviously, very, very bullish. Okay, this is not that bearish, right? So you guys can just clearly see, okay, bullish retest. So we could potentially see Bitcoin, bounce back up to its previous highs, and of course, back up to, over $73,000, which was in fact pretty much its previous all-time highs, because we know Bitcoin recently reached a new all-time high, which was in fact above 73K, and it's gonna reach over that, right? And it's gonna go higher. Okay, so we will see. Okay, we will see. But this is obviously, very, very bullish. But yeah, Bitcoin. Okay, and it's true here what Stock Money Lizards has said. Okay, and he's showing us that there is no straight line to the top. And you guys can just clearly see back in 2017, obviously 2017, we were obviously in a bull market. Okay, we had a beautiful bull run. Okay, and you guys can just clearly see Bitcoin did obviously skyrocket so high. You guys can just clearly see that, right, throughout the few months. And you guys can just clearly see there were in fact days where we did in fact see Bitcoin dropping 34%, 40%, 35%, 37%, 38%, and 27%. So understand, guys, when we are in fact even in a bull run, okay, when we are in fact in a bull run, okay, we're in a bull market, we do in fact see Bitcoin having these days where we see Bitcoin dropping, 10% in a single day, 20%, 30%, even 40%, right, in a single day. Okay, not in a single day, but majority of days. Okay, so the past few days, you can just clearly see Bitcoin can drop this much, right? It's not all the way up in a straight line. We're gonna get days where it has a small correction back to the downside, and then it will bounce back up, just like what we are facing right now for Bitcoin. We've seen Bitcoin dropping 22%, 21%, 20%, right? So understand, guys, we could potentially see Bitcoin dropping even more. Who knows, right? But understand, this is completely normal, okay? Bitcoin likes to do that, okay? We don't always see Bitcoin shooting up straight up to the top in a straight line. It's obviously going to have corrections, on the way up, right? So it's completely normal, guys, what we are facing right now for Bitcoin. So don't be shaken by this. Okay, what's happening right now for Bitcoin, right, with this drop? If I go to the daily time frame, you guys can just clearly see what I'm talking about. Actually, let's just go to the weekly time frame, and you guys can just clearly see what I'm talking about, right? We do in fact see days where we see Bitcoin having a drop down to the downside, just like with this beautiful uptrend, right? So this is completely normal, guys. Okay, I understand that, right? But yes, Plan B also says here, don't let these little dips distract you. Bitcoin is in bull market mode. Second red dot did in fact form. So yeah, as you can clearly see a couple of weeks ago, Plan B did obviously show us a chart that the Bitcoin market cycle did in fact form the first ever red dot, which equals to a bull market, and now it's formed a second dot, right? So we are in fact, like I said, guys, at the beginning of this video, we are in fact right at the beginning of a bull market. Okay, we are right at the beginning of it. So this is obviously, very, very bullish. This is why, guys, we should be feeling very bullish, not bearish. Okay, I know a lot of us may be shaken out by what's happening with Bitcoin and crypto right now, by these little dips, but understand, okay, we shouldn't be. Okay, take this as an opportunity to buy more. Okay, and that's that, right? And hold. But you guys can just clearly see this is the last thing that I want to show you guys, and it's very, very true. Okay, Bitcoin Magazine tweeted this out saying, when in doubt, zoom out. Okay, and this is the Bitcoin chart. You guys can just clearly see how early we are, because eventually Bitcoin, like I said, it's going to reach $100,000 to $200,000 to $300,000 to even $400,000, and you guys can just clearly see where we are right now. Right, so eventually Bitcoin's going to reach these prices, 100K to 200K to 300K to 400K. One day it's going to reach these price targets, and you guys can just clearly see when Bitcoin reaches these price targets, and you will look back to where Bitcoin was, where it is today, right? And you'll be like, I should have bought Bitcoin, it was at $66,000, right? So don't have that same regret, guys. Buy now, because eventually Bitcoin's going to easily reach these price targets. Trust me on that, okay? And it could potentially happen this next upcoming bull cycle, right? So prepare yourselves for that, right? But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this one. Hope you guys all enjoyed it. Give thumbs up, subscribe. I will obviously keep you guys updated what's gonna happen with Bitcoin in the next upcoming few days, so stay tuned for that. I'll catch you guys all in the next video. Have a good one, guys.